Welcome to the Focus on the Future Conference on Problem Gambling Awareness. Unfortunately, I cannot be there with you in person this year, but it is my pleasure to again serve as the honorary chair. This is a topic of great importance to the citizens of Washington State and to the region. Way back in 1966, a man I admired greatly, Robert F. Kennedy, said, "Like it or not, we live in interesting times. They are times of danger and uncertainty, but they are also more open to the creative energy of men than any other time in history." His words may be just as true today as they ever have been, particularly in the work to address addiction and mental health issues and their consequences. Most people might reflect on the words danger and uncertainty. I prefer to reflect on the words creative energy. As we gather in this important conference to focus on the future, it is clear how important the creative energy of each individual, as well as the combined creative energy we can produce in partnership, is crucial to a field whose main goal is helping others help themselves. With state and personal budgets often still forcing us to make difficult decisions, with changes in our healthcare systems, our insurance requirements, our desire to make integrated health a reality, with changing views on where problem gambling fits in the mental and behavioral health fields, these are indeed interesting times that require much creativity. Gambling is as old as human history. And today, gambling is more readily available and accepted in the United States than at any point in our history. It certainly goes way beyond the traditional card games, lotteries, and even slot machines. Today, mainstream America gambles on fantasy sports and internet gambling. In fact, the lines between social gaming and gambling seem to be blurring more and more. In the U.S., gambling is nearly a $75 billion industry. And yet there is no federal funding to support problem gambling, treatment, prevention, and awareness. Is that because most people can enjoy gambling for recreation and entertainment? That is a good thing. But for those who do experience problems with a gambling disorder, the consequences are intense and destructive. Think financial loss and debt. It is not uncommon to hear reports of gamblers losing their life savings in a single gambling session. Financial consequences are particularly relevant to senior gamblers who may not have the resources or time to stabilize incurred debts. Think family issues, from broken marriages to domestic violence. Have you ever thought about homelessness and problem gambling? Several cities have completed surveys showing that gambling was a contributing factor to homelessness, nearly 6% of the population. Further research is needed, but certainly clinicians who work with a homeless population should screen for gambling disorder. Think about the legal system. The United States has the highest rates of mental illness and incarceration in the world. Because local jails are often not equipped to provide mental health treatment, individuals are often released back to the community without a strong connection to behavioral health resources. These individuals frequently cycle back to the criminal justice system over and over again at real personal cost, as well as cost to the community. Washington was among the first states to create diversionary courts. So it is perhaps not a surprise that Washington is among only a few states that offer some type of problem gambling therapeutic justice program. If you're not familiar with it, I encourage you to ask the staff at the Evergreen Council on Problem Gambling for more information on the problem gambling program through Pierce County Superior Court Drug and Family Court programs. On a sad but very important note, there is suicide. At least 17 to 24% of pathological gamblers will attempt suicide during their lives. These are just a few of the issues, long-standing and emerging, that make your roles so crucial, the reasons you are here today. Problem gambling is a public health issue that society cannot afford to let go unnoticed or unattended. It does not discriminate based on age, gender, religion, social status, or education. Anyone can develop a gambling problem. Gambling addiction affects 6 to 9 million Americans. Your challenge, our challenge, of increasing awareness, enhancing prevention, treatment, and support services requires that creative energy of many. This effort will require forming new partnerships and strengthening long-time relationships to develop the public health infrastructure needed to realize our vision. Problem gambling hurts. Treatment works. Many of the negative consequences can be prevented with early recognition, intervention, and treatment. Thank you for your passion and leadership, for your creative energy in the interesting times in which we live, to make a real difference for real people, our families, our friends, our neighbors, our co-workers, our communities. While we really can't eliminate problem gambling, there is a lot we can do. To me, focus on the future is all about forgiveness of the past and developing a vision that problem gambling treatment, prevention, and support service are something we can ensure throughout our state and our region. This will take a lot of hard work by people like yourselves. Again, quoting Robert F. Kennedy, there are those who look at things the way they are and ask why. I dream of things that never were and ask why not. My hope is that this conference will inspire each and every one of you to continue to do what is already shown to work, and also think of new visionary approaches that will prevent and solve the problem of excessive gambling. Thank you for attending and for all that you do.